You're watching Metallica Mania, and I am back with day 7 of Metal Classics Month. And what an album I got for you guys today. I just recently picked this one up at a record store that I went to recently, maybe like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I went to a record store again because I'm addicted to buying physical media. I should maybe stop doing that because it's kind of very bad habit of spending too much. But I could not pass this one up. I haven't listened to this album in forever, and I definitely thought it would be a cool one to review online, give my thoughts on, which that is Obituaries The End Complete. Um, I haven't done any obituary stuff. You don't know my opinions on obituary yet. Just to know, this album is not my favorite. Like it is not my favorite at all. I still think it is a perfect release. It's not. It has nothing bad on it at all. There's not one thing that is horrible on this album. Um, the main thing is with this album, as you would know, they have albums called. They have the first two albums, and they have this one. They did the Metallica style. They released first 2 years. They released one after another years, back to back years. Left 1 year in between, and they released this one. Then after that, they left a year in between, and then they released one in '94. So it would 89, not 90, 92, and then 94. Metallica did that the same with 83, 84, 86, and then 88. So it's the same style of releasing of Metallica, and my favorite kind of releasing with bands. I think we'll get bands more popular that way, releasing that way. But to go back on this album, what I think of this album is the previous albums had a lot more faster and like the vocals are more popped and in your face. This one's more, the vocals are more laid back and the guitars are more doomy and sludgy almost. And it's definitely more of a slow moving album. The album starts out fast with I'm in Pain. That song starts out pretty quick. And then Back to None and then Dead Silence are just so goddamn slow. And it goes slow, fast, slow, but it just mixes everything. They experiment with different tempos that they didn't per se experiment to it at an extent with their first two. And definitely a different album from almost their whole discography. It's different in every single way. The sound is different, the tone is different, everything is different, which is not bad. I definitely like this album and consider it one of their top albums, but it's not my favorite by a long shot. When you got heavy hitters like Frozen in Time, Cause of Death, Slowly We Rot, Back from the Dead, there's a lot of other albums that are, like, my opinion, better than this one, and you could get away with not. I would advise to listen to this album, and it is definitely an album worth checking out, but it is not their best by a long shot. I definitely like the songs The Incomplete, Dead Silence, Rotting Ways. I like everything on here. Like, every song on here is just fantastic, but other albums just have songs that are way more fantastic than some of these songs. Um, so yeah, this is what I think of this album. Um, and also, I listened to the non-remastered version. Was one that I found this at the record store used. It's a used copy, of course. Um, it is a original one. It's an original copy. Um, so yeah, that's the album of today. Nothing to go over because I just picked this album up and I kind of wanted to review it and listen to it because, well, it was one that I was dying to listen to. Another one that I'm dying to listen to is Shadows Fall, The Art of Balance. Another one I'm kind of debating listening to. And also Marduk's Heaven Shall Burn album that I got on CD. So that's it for today's video. Gonna be a shorter video because, well, I'm not in the mood to do a very long video and kind of go over a lot of stuff. But just to know that this album is way more slower than their other ones, and definitely you'll be in for a pretty long time sitting and listening to this. And it definitely has a. I'm not done talking, by the way. So yeah, I just tried to end the video. I thought of something else, and I'm going to talk about it. Um, so yeah, the album will just keep going on and on and on and on and on, and it'll just keep getting more and more and more slow and then fast and slow, and it'll just keep repeating that process the whole way through. And the solos are just amazing in this album. It's fantastic. So just wanted to talk about that. I forgot about to talk about that. The soloing is on par with some of their other releases. The harmonics are great. Everything's great on this album. It's just not as good as some of their other ones. So that's where I'm gonna end the video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys can subscribe, comment, whatever. Comment your opinion on this album because I've seen a lot of those, and just because I don't comment doesn't mean I don't see it. I always leave a like on the comment. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what to say. Sorry about that. If you expect me to comment on that, I might if I know what to say or if it comes to mind. If not, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to make myself look like an idiot because sometimes I do that in comments if I'm like I don't keep myself in check. So that's where I'm gonna end the video. Hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.